Hello, hello, everyone. I'd like to think you know our faces by now and you know who we are, but just in case you don't, it is the beautiful Jose and myself, Colin. Um, Jose, how's it going, Bob?
Yeah, not bad, mate. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Good,
Looking
good.
looking forward to this and today.
And have you officially started your time off work? That started already,
No,
right?
no. It starts next Friday, the 15th, the same day that
Oh,
you're completing.
oh, okay.
We discussed this. How could you have forgotten? Because it's a big day for you.
There's a lot been going on. It's easy for me to forget things too. Not the greatest up in the brain region. But yeah, that's wonderful. I'm excited for you. You're now in the home stretch. You got all the hard work to do to make sure that you can have all this time off. So good luck with that. But you'll get it. You'll knock it out, man.
I hope
Um,
so.
we've been knocking it out, and by we I mean Spurs. I lump myself in with them, but we finally got over our run of losses, and we got the draw, which I'm sure everybody remembers. But I'm just going to bring up every chance I get. We drew against the champions with a very depleted squad, and we had some interesting players in the lineup. Um, I guess I'm not going to beat around the bush. The title of this video kind of alludes to this topic. But Gio, do you think on form that Gio stays in the team even after Sar comes back? Or
To me, if you're going to ask me the question, right,
yeah,
out of all the players I've seen play midfield this year, what would my preferred three be?
mm,
If they're all fit and
oh,
running.
well, okay. I guess I knew that in this scenario, Benson Core is still hurt because it's you know what I mean, and the only player coming back would be Sar. Um,
No, I know. I'm looking. I'm looking further afield. I'm just looking that if we've got all our players fit and ready to roll, who my
Benson Core, Basuma, and Madison.
no,
Benson Core, Madison, Sar,
no,
Lo Celso,
yeah,
Benson Core,
yeah,
no, Madison.
yeah.
Wow. All right. Well,
Looking,
it'll,
looking, looking at the way that they play,
yeah.
right, right. There's no. To me, the best two that have looked really good together. Remember, like last year, we used to say that, and Hoiberg and Bentancur looked really good together last year. Yeah, we did all
Hmm.
say it. Yeah, they
Yeah.
complemented each other and all that. Right. So I think Madison as a 10, he's your 10. End of story. He's your 10. He's going to be your number one pick for 10.
Yeah.
But for two players being able to play together and that, I thought that the 27 minutes that Gio and Bentancur played, I thought they looked untouchable. They were on the same wavelength and they looked absolutely pristine for them 27 minutes.
Yeah.
Um, Gio, okay, he's only 2 games in, all right, but as I said yesterday, he was bought by an attacking manager. He's played for defensive managers and then was farmed out and much maligned because people read into stories. He's not going to do this. He hasn't done that. He's played 83 minutes of football in this time, that time, and all that. Anyway, he's now got a chance to run in the team. Yeah, I'm not going to say that he's going to be, a 10 out of 10 every single game because we haven't got a player who's done that all season. But if he carries on playing the way he is, putting his efforts in and stuff like that, then I see no reason why my favoured three would not be the three I just said. If all fit and available. Bissouma has fallen off a cliff.
Yeah. I know that ever since sheesh, was it the loss to Chelsea? I don't know. There was a game where you like you had enough with Basuma. I remember it was the match where you were mad at everybody. Was it after Wolves? I don't remember. You were
I can't remember now, but he has fallen off a cliff after the very early promise.
flattered to deceive. Yeah.
After the early promise and that, he just seems to have nosedived. And then with Sar, and listen, Sar's a youngster, right? And he's got a terrific engine, and he's still learning his trade, right? But I can't go against what I said, and I said during pre-season, and I said, when Bentancur is fully fit, he walks into that team. And for what we saw of Bentancur before his injury against Villa, he done more in them 27 minutes to show you what nearly world class is than any of our other midfielders. So, you know, at the end of the day, I can't go against what I've said all along. For me, a fit Bentancur walks into the Tottenham team. A fit Bentancur walks in to most top 6 teams.
Do you think that it's some kind of part of like some sort of a South American connection where he and Gio play so well together? Do you think?
Well, I don't know, because honestly, in South America, for people that don't know, if we think the rivalries are great here, you want to see, or great in Europe, you want to see the rivalries in South America. They really, really detest each other in South America. I mean, I'll tell you what, if you've got Lo Celso or Romero or Richarlison or Emerson or Bentancur playing for their respective nations, if they had to go into a 50-50 challenge, they are going in to kill when they're playing against each other. They're teammates for Tottenham, but their hatred playing for their countries is mental. It's absolutely mental. But in saying
I kind of admire it in a weird way.
Yeah, so they've got that about them. But playing together, you know, if you've got 2 superb South American talents playing together, then, you know, and they link up and play well, then it's going to be exciting for whatever club you play for. We do have some exciting players. From South America. They haven't got Brazilian passports, the exciting players, but we have some exciting non-Brazilian South American players.
Spurs don't have great luck with Brazilian players like ever, really. It doesn't seem like we've gotten a top tier talent from Brazil. It seems like all the Brazilian.
Aurelio Gomes was a good goalkeeper. Sandro,
but still, they're not the type of players you would think of when you think of like Brazilian player. I don't know. They're not that way. No, Paulinho. All he did was one cool back heel goal against, I think it was Palace. That was sick.
But regardless, he was a good player.
Yeah, I mean, didn't fit our system, but that's because at the time we didn't have a system. That was AVB. Those were the dark times. The dark times. The most recent dark times that I can remember, at least. At least we had Bale to do crazy fun stuff then. But guys, we've got people, and I say guys, Jose, we've got people in the comments, man. Yo, Adrian says good afternoon, all Tot Spurs. Same, big up and everybody, big up you, Tot Spurs. Best mod this side of the East Mississippi River. And then Adrian said, yeah, I'm presuming he's saying, hey, on both channels, like a true bro. He also says that Alfie Devine and Donnelly should be given a chance in midfield next season, so Lo Celso may be sold. Besides, he's keen on linking with Xavi at Barcelona, but have they got the money? Isn't it a weird world we live in where we say, have Barca got the money?
No, because Barcelona have been skint and are finding constructive ways of raising revenue or raising capital in order for them to move around. It's interesting that last summer they bought 2 world-known players, and I mean world-known players, in João Cancelo and João Felix, but they didn't spend a penny on them because they bought them in on loans and that, so they didn't have to bypassed having to pay any money out by bringing them in on loans. But in order for them to buy players, they need to sell players.
It's just weird. My whole life growing up, they were just like one of the best, richest, it seemed like richest teams. So it's just weird to me, I guess, from that perspective, for them to be like, oh God, do we have enough? It boggles my mind, but I probably haven't been paying attention recently.
But the thing is with Lo Celso, right, is Lo Celso's now getting game time at Tottenham. You can't keep the player out. If he goes on to play well and a seven and above every game, then it's going to be quite difficult to dislodge him from the team. All right. Barcelona may want, but Barcelona need to cough up. It makes no sense, and it makes absolutely no sense to let Lo Celso go on loan from us to Barcelona, because Barcelona ain't got money. So
Yeah,
they
no.
only could do a loan unless they sold players. Now, at the end of the day, will Barcelona spend the 30 or 40 million pound that Tottenham may want for Lo Celso? Right? That's quite a bit of yayo. And that means you've got to do some shifting to get 30 or 40 million into your club. So they'd have to sell players in order to do it.
Maybe a swap deal could be in order.
With who? Who would I want from Barcelona? Apart from the obvious people who will never come to us and they'll never sell them to us. Because if I wanted someone from Barcelona, I'd want Balde, the young left back, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we got competition for Udogie, and we'll have two proper players in that position. I'd take Gavi or Pedri from their midfield. I'd take that Yamina Lamau, the youngster. You know, these players, they're the players I'd like to play at Tottenham. But
they all seem like they probably dreamed of playing for Barcelona for like ever, and this is all come through the academy.
It's not even that. It's the amount of money they would cost, you know, to shift them out. Barcelona ain't got players that I'd want, apart from them ones, and them ones you're not going to get. So there's no point doing let's swap deal it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, unless Ange Postecoglou turned around and saying, right, I like him, I want him. Unless he went out and said, I want him, which I doubt he'd be saying that. But if he said that, then that's a different story.
Right, for sure. I haven't watched enough Barcelona recently to know, where the talent is, if they have anybody. But you're right, a lot of it is just convincing the player themselves that they want to come and play for Spurs, which hasn't exactly been a place for young players to grow and flourish and move on from recently.
The talent for Barcelona, Colin, is based in their La Masia, their academy.
That's good, yeah, and that's as it should be.
They're all coming out of La Masia, and Barcelona have got some fantastic young players. Right, Chris has just joined my channel on LTEL, and Chris is Barcelona he's a Barcelona fan. He knows all about Barcelona. And he'll agree with what I'm saying. All their king players are the younguns that are coming through. That's where all the value is all the youngs they got coming through. But where we keep saying, we want to, we're talking about giving youth a chance, blah, 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 blah. And we all say that, right? And I said this the other day, other clubs in the Premiership seem to be giving youth a chance. We're not giving youth a chance. But you look at Barcelona, Balde is like 18 years of age and he's playing left back for Barcelona. You've got Gavi and Pedri are both under 20. Yamina Lamau, 16-year-old. They've got younguns, and they've even got more younguns than that are playing and getting taste of first team football. Because it might be, and I don't know whether it's because, and this is where I might be corrected, I don't know whether it's because the strife that they're in, right?
Yeah.
But they've brought a lot of players into the club. But the players they brought in the club, unless they're injured, they don't seem to be playing. The youngsters are getting a chance over them. And that's what, like Adrian says earlier, Adrian's talking about, what do you say? Divine and Donnelly.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So you've got Divine, Donnelly, Dorrington, Villiers, Phillips, Thiago Santiago. We've got a lot of youngsters and that as well. Now, will they ever be given a chance? Now, you've got a team like Barcelona who are preferring to play young'uns over seasoned vets in their squad. So, but like I said, I take all the young'uns. All the young'uns at Barcelona, if they want to do a swap deal for Gio, but that ain't happening. Barcelona haven't got the money to buy Gio.
I was going to pose the question to Chris, and I was going to ask Chris if there were any players that you would take that you think Barcelona would realistically swap for Gio Lo Celso if they do want him but don't have the money. I also wanted to say hey to Chris Peters, who you've been in the chat for a while, buddy.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to say hey to you and say that he said he's tuning in with a wife. From what I hear, Chris, your wife's really cool. She likes anime. That's all it takes with me.
So do all my children.
There's a good reason why everybody loves it, and because it's amazing and they fit such complex storylines and character development. It's good stuff. But hi Chris's wife, whose name is not ringing. I'm so sorry. Please repeat your name. But yeah, good to see you guys both. Adrian pointing out that Udoji has the 4 yellows. Yeah, I mean he gets yellow cards. I think I'll iron that out. But Chris says here, oh, sorry, Tots first had a question. And he said, a question regarding Lo Celso. Do you think he actually is enjoying playing for Spurs right now? Or is he playing with an eye to impress possible suitors? I think he's enjoying it himself. I think that all he's ever wanted to do is play and be important in the squad. You know what I mean? He's been like that guy in other teams. And now that he's getting a chance to, I truly think he's happy. He looks that way to me. Again, I guess we'll never know until he writes a book someday or transfers away.
Like I said, he was bought by an attacking manager to play attacking football, and then was dumped. That manager was then dumped, and then he had 3 lethargic managers in Mourinho, Espirito Santo, and Conte. And then all of a sudden, Ange comes along, and Ange plays proper football, and therefore he's been given a chance. And now that he's been given a chance, he's enjoying it. He's playing, and he gets stuck in. He does everything you want him to do. So therefore, give the boy, give him a chance. He's showing us what he can do. We've heard what he can do from other clubs. And that he's been on loan at, and he's lighting it up here and he's lighting it up there. Well, we don't give a toss about him lighting it up everywhere. We need to light it up at Tottenham, and that's what he's currently doing. So long may it continue.
Come on, Gio. I'm praying to the God that is Giovanni Lo Celso. What did I say I said some clever like, Giovanni's done well so. That's what I've been calling him lately. Giovanni's done well so.
Words, I like the play on words. Hi, Dirty.
Yeah, Dirty Sanchez, what up? And Gio, they're not surprised by Gio. Fine player. Yeah, we all knew he had, he had the tools. It just never seemed like he was put in like Jose said, put in a position to succeed. And B, I do think that he was like, if I'm here, I'm not playing and the weather is shitty and this place kind of sucks. Like what, well, why did I even come here? There had to have been some of that going through his mind on a rainy, cloudy day, much like it probably you guys have like it is in Indiana today. But yeah, so yeah, Gio, I don't know. Jose, do you think he's having fun? Do you think that he enjoys playing for Spurs? If he plays?
Like I said, I think that all he wants to do is play football. That's all he wants to do. And I think the dicking about with the managers that we had beforehand, he's now got over his injuries, everything that he's had, he's now got a clear run. He's got a clear run at what, I'm hoping he stays injury free. He now has a clear run. And I think he's enjoying it. The club bought him for a reason, and he's now enjoying it, and he's enjoying his football. And he's got an important role to play. So therefore he feels important as well. I'm sure in the back of his mind, he must be
so important to people. Yeah,
I'm sure in the back of his mind, he must also be thinking, right, we got competition here. So if I'm not on my game, then someone's going to take my place. The only way I can stay in this team is if I keep performing.
I think that's why he's slapping the goals in. To be honest, I think that he's taking a lot of shots because he knows that you're right. That's a surefire way to keep your way in, your spot in a team, even if you're not playing to the absolute best of your ability. If you're scoring or assisting, and then it's hard to justify not keeping you in the squad. So,
but like I said, for me, he's played well in the 2 games. I remember when he came on as a sub, we did the show on one of the games after he'd come on a sub, and people were saying, he's crap, get him out of the club, blah, blah, blah. And I remember saying at the time, how can you judge someone that's only been allowed 5 minutes at the end of the game when the dynamic is totally different, where people are already knackered, the rest of your teammates are knackered, the dynamic's totally different, yet you've watched him for 5 minutes come on a sub and you've already written him off. You've got to see this boy playing. And if you see him playing over an extended period of time, when everything's even, i.e. the players are not knackered and all that, you'll see the best out of him. I mean, I did say what was the game before Villa? I said for 70 minutes we had legs, and after them 70th minute, regardless of what substitutes been brought on, it looked like we'd all become leggy all of a sudden. Well, it's unfair to judge someone. Syrup. Yeah, but it's unfair to judge someone coming on and playing in the last 20 minutes of the game when everyone's leggy. You know. So anyway, as I said, I think he's enjoying his football, and long may it continue.
And who wouldn't under Ange? Like you said, an attacking player under Ange must be licking their lips. I'm sure that's a wonderful prospect. I'm sure.
Chris is saying that Bissouma was starting for Barcelona's first 11, and that's about it. If he gets into their first 11, I would gladly do a swap deal with Bissouma and bring in one of your youngsters into Tottenham.
Get on the phone, Chris. Get on the phones with your connections. We'll see what we can get going. Donna Cullen was here yesterday. I'll talk to her if she comes back. And
Totspur says, I do have to say, Lo Celso played really well and covered a lot of ground versus City. Long may it continue. Yes, exactly.
Please, yes.
Big up, Danny. Nice to see you, pal.
What's up, Daniel? My man, Big Dan.
Chris says, GLC for me is too left-footed. He needs to always seem to play off that foot, which limits his output. Don't understand why Xavi wants him.
A certain Eric Lamela, the best player in our team of the past 15 years, was also very left-footed. And I don't know if you saw the bonus that he scored, but
yeah, and he was very left-footed. You're right.
Yeah, he was like maybe the most left-footed player I've ever seen. I had a natural like Lamela was just so cool, and I like that he was psychotic. He looked nuts. Like you didn't know what he was gonna do. Was he gonna actually murder somebody out there? Maybe. Look in his eyes, you know what I mean? He just looked like
you got Danny saying never question Lo Celso's ability. It's just his attitude that I question, and I think that any Spurs fan in their right had the right to question that. And like I said before, Dan, and I'll say it again just in case you missed the start of the show. For me, he was bought by an attacking manager, and then he played under defensive dross under three managers. He was then much maligned, sent out of the club. Everyone belted him and called him all the names under the sun because a lot of people were jumping on what articles were in the press. And he's now come back. He's with us. He's now free of injury. He's now been given an opportunity. He's got an attacking manager, so the football should suit him and the style should suit him. And let's see where it goes. But for us, right now, we need Lo Celso to be in top form because we're struggling as a squad. So we need our players that we do have fit and available playing really well just to keep this up. I mean, if we can get ahead of steam ahead of us, and no doubt the game against Manchester City has put us in a positive light going forward. If we can continue in this positive light and our players are playing and our players are entertaining and playing at a good level, then that bodes well for when our injured players then come back into the side. Because your injured players would rather come back into a winning side. Because if we're winning, let's make no bones about it. Even if we're on a winning run and we're winning, Van der Ven walks straight into that first 11, and so does Maddison. So at the end of the day,
absolutely, no way, yeah.
But they would rather come into a winning team. So
yeah, less pressure on their back immediately. You know, we've been doing it without them. That means the rest of the team presumably has been playing well. So yeah, for sure.
And then you've got Totspurs. In my opinion, Kulu has also played his best games for us in the central role, and Ange should use that to give competition and options in the middle now. Thought on this, guys? Yeah, Totspurs, don't disagree. I actually think Kulu has played well all season. I've said that he's a proper team player, proper grafter in the team.
Definitely yeah.
Plays for the team. Rather than play for himself, he plays for the team. He does the holding up. He gets battered off on the ball. He has to hold off players. Even when he's playing wide right, which is predominantly where he's been playing, he does that for the team.
Since he doesn't have the speed, yeah, he'll jockey and fight with people. Yeah,
he's selfless. He's selfless for the team. And now, obviously, through injuries and that, we've now put him in the 10, where a lot of people thought that he could play the 10 really well. He's been put in that 10 position.
I didn't think he could do it.
He was one of the ones that didn't. I thought he could, but he's put in the 10 position, and he's actually just been absolutely a dream, hasn't he? So he played well in the first half. He's probably the best player on the pitch in the first half in playing the 10 role, and then he was man of the match anyway over the whole piece against Man City. So whether he played centre or right, he was the man of the match for me for Tottenham. So.
Yeah, he was wonderful, and maybe his best game of the season. But like you said, he has been playing really well. I I think the fact, to answer your question, Todd Spurs, I think that it does give us more options. We could even maybe play with. Remember when we had Erickson as like our 10, but he played. I put 10. I should have done the air quotes, but but he played off the left. I think we could do something like that with Madison. We could have Madison playing, in the front three, and then really, stack our midfield up, have Kulu in that 10. I think that could be really cool, and give us more options, just more tactical flexibility for sure. Jose, are you opposed to that? Moving Madison up and having Madison play in the front, sort of like we used to have Erickson do back under Mauricio Pochettino?
Like I said, for me, if Tottenham's best team, right, has to include, for me, Madison, Bentancur, Lo Celso, Kulu, Sonny, and Brennan Johnson.
Yeah, Johnson is like the choice you have to go with right now. Yeah,
as your front six, they're my six that I think we need to have. So, yeah, right. So, can I just say that we've got people in the chat? Just want to say hello to them, and then talk about something different for just a quick second.
For sure.
You got Adrian saying this also has 18 months left on the contract. Dan's going back to what we were saying earlier. Give us Pedro or Gabby, please. Evening, Ben. Ben's in the house.
Whoa, big up Ben Kaufman. What up?
You've got Chris saying Bissouma each start now alongside Gundogan, De Jong, and Pedro. With Gabby fit, Bissouma wouldn't start. Right, you've got Rakesh. Hi, Rakesh. Nice to see you back.
Rakesh, hey, thanks for being here, man.
I was talking about you earlier. Then we've got,
were your ears burning, Rakesh?
Danny saying Cooley's press on Sunday was insane. What's the point? I was talking about you earlier. So good afternoon. What's the point?
Yes. Good afternoon, my man.
And Sonny triple pressed as well. And then you've got what's the point saying? What's the point of C? It says this Ealing Junior link shows that Levy is at the wheel as he's dirt cheap and low wages with no end product. And then he's also turned around and said Philippa Jota scored 28 goals, creating 26 assists in 83 games for Surrey, which is a 54 contributions in 83 games. But apparently his wages are too high for Levy.
I hadn't heard.
So I think it's Zero Ambition FC.
Yeah, I hadn't heard that the wages were a sticking point there, but I also haven't seen the news today. I'll have to check in. Yeah,
and then you've got Rakesh saying Johnson on the right, Richarlison left, and Kulu and Sonny up front with Lo Celso and Bissouma behind.
You're gonna think I'm crazy. You're gonna think I'm crazy.
You're crazy.
But I think that you play Madison, where we're currently playing. Madison on the left, Sonny up front, Johnson on the right. Then behind them, you have a three of Kulu, Bentancur, Bissouma, and then the rest of the players is normal. But I think that's the future right there. But anyway, we'll see. I just think one day we might utilize Madison a little further up now that we've realized that Kulu can do a job on that 10 role. Just saying, I think we might see it. And if we do, I'm going to clip this and I'm going to show you guys.
Right, so Daniel says, who shields the back four though, Jose? You just said Lo Celso, Bentancur, and Madison. There's not enough protection for the back four. That's too unbalanced, mate. Well, I'll tell you what, if Bentancur can't play six, then you might as well bring my grandmother back from her grave, because Bentancur is a demon player and he can play six, he can play 8, he can play 10. Bentancur is absolutely shit hot. I'm just telling you now that all he needs is to get half a season under his belt of playing non-stop, and you will see that this boy will then walk into the world-class bracket. At the moment, he's just under world-class. He will be world-class bracket. Everyone will want a Bentancur in their team. If this boy comes back, plays again like he could do, he's a monster six. So,
you guys heard it here.
You've got what's the point saying Ealing Junior, a Chelsea reject, soon to be a Juventus reject, saying that we've got him. Look, we've got another person here, right? I'm going to jump down. You got Sheree's here.
Hey, Sheree, what is up?
We took you. I'm sorry to hear that you're sick.
Me too.
We haven't seen you for a while. Sorry to hear that you were sick. I hope you feel better. And because we've got people in here at the moment, I'm going to jump to it for now, and then we'll come back to the chat. So can you go to, right, with the predictions, right? I've got Rakesh in here. you've got Sheree in here, and I noticed that you've got Ben who hasn't played yet, and you've got Danny who I don't know why doesn't play because he's always here, and you've got What's the Point who hasn't predicted this week. So if you guys want to do your predictions for this week, we'll quickly run through the fixtures now and get you to do your predictions because the matches start tonight. They start in 3 hours' time. So if you want to get your predictions, I'll get your predictions in now. So the first game is Wolves versus Burnley.
Which you see right there on the screen in front of you. My lovely computering skills. Wolves versus Burnley. Yep, is going to be the first match. So if you haven't gotten your guesses in, I have my coat on backwards this entire time. Wow, inside out. Anyway,
yeah, Chris, I've just seen your message, Chris Peters. You're completely locked in, right?
Yes.
So Ben's playing brilliant. We've got Ben on board now as well. So let me get Ben in there.
Boom! More people, the better, and we can pull up before.
Danny's going to join. So yeah, Danny. Yeah,
yes.
Danny. What I'll say to people: it doesn't matter if you're late to the party. People can catch up in this quite quickly. So definitely. We've got Ben 2-0.
Yep, and then we've got What's the Point 2-1.
2-1. Then you've got Rakesh 1-0.
Yep.
And then I've got he's jumped too quickly. Wolves 3, Burnley 1 from Sheree.
Hold on. I also want to tell What's the Point. Hey, this is just if you don't want to hang out while we do this, no big deal. But that's what we're up to. So
What's the Point's got 2-1.
Yep.
Rakesh has got 1-0. I've got that. Sheree. So I've got Sheree. And Danny, has he given us anything yet?
I don't think so.
Okay, Danny.
Oh yeah, he did. Sorry, he did. 2-1. 2-1 Wolves. Yep. So we'll move on. We'll move on to the next match for everybody who's in a hurry. We got Luton Arsenal. So the Luton Arsenal match right here. What's everybody got? What's everybody got? Get them in. Get them in. Also, everybody, in just a second, I'm going to pull up last week's. Okay, 4-1. So What's the Point?
Sheree, I need a result. Give me a draw ain't good enough. I need a result.
Yeah.
So What's the Point? It's saying 1-4. Is Luton at home? Yeah. So it's 1-4.
Yep. So we got 0-3 for Danny E.
0-3 for Danny.
Yep. And then Sheree wants a 0-0 draw. 0-0. Sorry. It's my fault.
What with Sheffield United? Sheree's going 0-0 with Arsenal. Okay.
Yep.
Let me just find Sheree's up here.
Rakesh. I like Rakesh is a true Spurs fan with his answer here.
2-1 home win.
Yep.
Can I say Rakesh is not the only one that's gone for a home win?
Yeah, no, he is not. I'm sure of it.
So I need a score from Ben.
Ben Kaufman, if you're still playing, Bob. We can go ahead and Sheree's got the set the Liverpool, Sheffield Liverpool.
Ben, thank you very much. So Ben's given to me on WhatsApp. I've got Ben will be cleared, so I can do Ben straight away. So I will do Ben on WhatsApp. That's great. Ben, I will plug yours in, matey. So we're now jumping to Brighton Brentford.
Brighton Brentford? Okay.
2-0 Liverpool. Where people have jumped 5 games. It's Brighton Brentford. I'm going to go back to Brighton Brentford.
Yeah, they were just going by time, I think, since they all kick off at the same time in the order that this had them in.
No, they're playing tomorrow, Liverpool and Brighton Brentford and all that. Right, so what's the point? Brighton 2, Brentford 2, so I've got that one.
Cool. Thanks, right. What's the point? Appreciate you.
Sheree 2-1 to Brighton.
Boom. Real quick while we're waiting, I like this from Adrian. He says, to all the Spurs fans who think Son has lost his pace, Doku is reputedly fast, but he couldn't catch Son for the first goal. Love it, and I totally agree. Rakesh, Brentford 2, Brighton 1.
Brentford 2. So is that an away victory? So that's 1-2.
Yeah, correct. No, hey, no worries, Ben. You're all good, bro. We appreciate you. We appreciate what you're doing, man. We appreciate you. You got to make coffee for the masses too. That's important for people. Okay, so we are waiting on. I feel like a couple more.
Danny's the only one I'm working for.
I see someone put in the chat, so thought I missed the prediction.
No.
Oh,
So Danny, Brighton, Brentford.
That's going to be a good match. I feel like, honestly. I feel like a lot of people have like Brighton winning comfortably, but I don't know if it's going to be like that. I don't know. Yeah, what's the point? I feel like I like your answer a lot. Danny says,
Brighton.
Yep.
So it's a home victory by 2-1.
Yes, sir. And what's the point? Quick to point out that Son has always been good on the counter. All right, next match, sir.
Crystal Palace versus Bournemouth. So Palace are the home, Bournemouth are away.
But yeah, what's the point? You're 100% right. He's always been quick on that counter. That season under Mourinho was fucking crazy, dog. What's the point? Agreed on this too.
I've got Palace 2, Bournemouth 2 from What's the Point?
What's the point is like on it with the answers. I appreciate that. Rakesh says it's 1-1.
Rakesh has gone for a 1-1.
Yep, sure has. And then Lee Smithy Smith in the house. What is up?
Yes, Lee Smithy Smith. We'll go back to you in a minute because I missed you as well, mate. So 2-1. Right. So now I'm missing for this one. I'm missing Danny.
He says
1-0 to Palace. Right. So just quickly, just for Lee Smithy Smith. First game, Lee, is tonight's game, which is Wolves Burnley, Lee.
Hey, wait, and then Sheree has 2-0 to Crystal Palace.
Got it. So I've got Sheree's one as well. So yeah, Lee, it's Wolves Burnley.
And Smithy Smith, you're the man. I'm putting that in the chat for everyone who doesn't know.
2-1 to Wolves. Okay, next Lee is Luton Arsenal.
Luton Arsenal next. And everybody, hey, I just want to say, everyone, this is a perfect time to say thank you very much for tuning in. Everybody, we truly appreciate it. The show is nothing without you guys. So truly, we appreciate you. And that's why we put together these little leagues, these little fun things. You know, we like to make it a little competitive, have fun, and inevitably learn more about each other and become better friends. So thanks for being here, everyone. Hate to say it, but 3-1 to the Scum. So 1-3 on that one.
Right, 1-3. And the next game, so you're caught up, is Brighton Brentford, Lee.
Isn't that? I think that might have been the first one he gave us, wasn't it? No. Okay.
No.
Brighton Brentford.
Or did he? Let me have a look. No.
Yeah.
Lee Smith, the first one he gave me was Crystal Palace Bournemouth.
Oh no! Look, he's got 2-1 Brighton right here. So we're okay. We're on to the next one.
Has he got 2-1 Brighton?
Yep.
Okay, so did I do the mistake on Palace Bournemouth then?
We just started Palace Bournemouth, and the only person that's answered so far.
No, I've got Palace. I've got everyone's Palace Bournemouth apart from Danny. I'm waiting on Palace Bournemouth.
Okay.
I know he said 1-0 to Palace, so I've got Danny's.
Great. I think we're all caught up.
Apart from so we are all caught up. So the next game now is. Hold on, Sheree. What did Sheree say? Because Sheree put the score there, 2-0.
Yep.
Right, so the next game for everybody that's partaking is Fulham versus Nottingham Forest.
Boom.
Yeah, Dan, I've got yours, mate.
Dan the man. We got you, dog. We got you. So yeah, everybody, this is gonna be a good one. I still have a soft spot for Fulham. I think it's Scott Parker coaching them for a while, but I don't know why. You just gotta love plucky little Fulham. I don't know. And also, I'm a big old Mitrovic fan, so he made me happy while he was there.
Right, Rakesh is Fulham 3-2 to Chirac. So it's a home victory of 3-2.
Okay, and then Daniel says 3-1.
Daniel's 3-1 home win for Daniel.
Yep.
Danny 3-1.
And then Lee Smithy Smith said Desmond 2-2 on this one.
Okay.
Did we get Rakesh's 1-1?
That's 1-1, isn't it? Rakesh.
Yep.
Rakesh is sitting on the fence for a lot of these games.
I get it. Don't worry. I'm the same way.
What's the point? And he's got 2-1 to Fulham.
He does. Yes, sir.
Right, and that is everybody, I believe, caught up for that game. The next game is Sheffield United, Liverpool.
Here we go, everybody.
So I've got What's the Point, Rakesh, Lee Smithy Smith, and Danny are the ones that I need it from because I already have Chirac's score.
Nick Brown in the house, real quick, while we're waiting on scores. Says, "Hi, Colin and Dad. Can't wait for the wet spam game. Now Celso has been given game time. We can see what his talent. How he'll be an important player for us.
Yeah, it's exactly what we're saying.
Absolutely, Nick. 100%, man. Big up. Glad to see you. Glad you're here. Hope you're doing well. Hope life is treating you well, my man. Cool. So they're starting to pour in. Late to Smithy Smith says 3-1 to Liverpool. So 1-3 for Smithy Smith.
Yeah.
0-2 to Daniel E.
Yeah.
And Rakesh, same.
Rakesh 0-2 as well. So I'm missing What's the Point?
That's it. It's just you. What's the point? We're almost done. Look at man. If you want to go make some money, just put a little bit of money on a Sheffield win. Just $2. Man, I bet that pays out really well. Anyway, you ever do that? You ever throw just $1 or $2 on a bet that probably won't win, but if it does, wow. So he's saying 1-5 for What's the Point? Yep. Thanks. What's the Point? Appreciate you, big dog. All right.
And now we have the next game, which is Aston Villa, Man City.
Hold on, let me pull her. Here we go. Aston Villa versus Man City. We know for a fact that Man City are pretty shit, and Aston Villa are pretty good from our experience with them so far this season. So I could tell you a lot about that Holland character. He misses sitters, and he cries like a bitch. All right, everybody. But yes, so get your predictions in, everyone. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong one. So Daniel E says 1-3 for Daniel E. 1-3 for Daniel E. We got, again, I just want to shout out Jose, is the Excel spreadsheet master who keeps this all. Big up, everybody. Big up to Jose, the spreadsheet master, the guy that's keeping this all organized, and he's the whole reason we're having it. If without him, I wouldn't be coordinated enough to do all this. So thank you, Jose. Everybody, I think we all owe him a round of applause. So at your house or wherever you're watching this, just clap randomly, and don't worry about who's around you. I don't know. I think this will actually be a good match. Do you guys think the Grealish will score against Aston Villa? Celebrate? Laugh at their faces? I don't, but it could happen.
Right, so we have got
Dan E with 1-3.
So I've got 1-3 to Daniel E.
Yep, and then you got 1-2 to Chirac. Ooh, Rakesh says 2-1.
Chirac is 1-2, yeah?
Yeah.
Rakesh is
2-1.
To Villa.
Yep, you got it.
Yeah.
What's the point? Says 2-3.
2-3. For What's the Point? Where are What's the point there? Right, Lee Smith come in with one. Yeah, 2-1.
Yeah, he did.
1-2.
Yeah, he sure did.
And I think that might be everybody that we've caught up with. Yes, what's the point? LTEL is where you're watching me at the moment, but I'm saying if you can also sub anyone that's watching me at the moment, if you haven't done so already, can you come over and sub here to Talk and Ball to help for Colin to this channel here? And Colin, if you can type in the same thing, but to people to go the other way.
For sure. Yeah.
Okay, the next game that we're looking for is Manchester United versus Chelsea.
Man U versus Chelsea. That's going to be a good one. It's like two kind of dog shit teams playing against each other. It's going to be tough. All right, everybody. So we'll get them in. Is this the last match? I think this might be the last match. No, there's one more. Yeah. Okay. So everybody.
There's actually more than one more match.
Oh, is there?
Yeah,
I was off.
Is Rakesh going for? Right, who's this? That's Bobby K. Right, Bobby. Hi, Bobby. So Rakesh is going for a 2-2 draw.
Yep. And then we've got what's the point with 1-3. 1-3 for what's the point FC.
What's the point? 1-3. 1-3.
0-0 for Sheree. 0-0 draw.
Chelman 0 goals. 0-0. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Sweet. I'll take that. And then Smithy Smith says 1-2.
1-2.
Yep.
So I'm just missing Danny then for this one, unless he's already done it. It says Danny I'm missing.
Yeah, I don't see it yet, but we'll get him. In the meantime, we'll get ready. Next match is going to be.
The next match after this one is Everton Newcastle.
Second to last one, everybody who is ready to move on. This is going to be a good one too. Just in the fact that I think we're going to get to see Everton get absolutely pumped.
And he's gone for 2-2. Okay.
Nice job. So now we've moved to Everton Newcastle. And yeah, I think Everton are going to get absolutely worked. I can't even decide what I think it's going to be. Rakesh says it's going to be 1-1. I hope, Rakesh, if you're right, that'd be awesome for this depleted and saddened and hurt Everton side. Lee Smithy Smith says 2-2 Desmond on this one. And then Sheree saying Everton 2, Newcastle 4. And again, it says we've got 21 people in the house. To all of you 21 people, big up. Thanks for tuning in.
If any of you want to play this and you haven't played, you're more than welcome to join in. So can you start telling me the scores? Is it Rakesh has gone for 1-1?
Rakesh has gone for 1-1. Lee Smithy Smith is 2-2.
Yeah.
And then Sheree is gone for Everton 2, Newcastle 4, 2-4.
2-4 for Sheree. Yeah.
Yep. And then Daniel E says he's going for Everton 2, Newcastle 1. Wait, I'm going for. Yeah, oh, sorry. 1-2. 1-2. He says there's no Pope, but I'm going 2-1. Newcastle still though. So yeah, he's going for 1-2. Right, Everton 1, Newcastle 2.
Am I missing someone? What's the point? What's the point? No. So what's the point? I'm missing his score.
That's the last one we're missing there. Nick Brown, though, saying Matters says he won't be back till February, which is frustrating. He said that himself. I didn't see that he had said that anywhere. I hate it when players give themselves timetables like that, because once you do that, it kind of like sets into your brain, and I don't feel like you ever make it back early. Whereas,
So what's the point? And Ben, you two are the guys I'm waiting for. Everton, Newcastle. Okay,
here we go.
3-2 to Newcastle.
Yep.
So that would be 2-3.
Yes, sir. Lots of love. Bobby K showing everybody love. Get a room, Bobby K. God. No, just kidding. We love you. Please stay.
So Ben will probably WhatsApp me his score. The scores for the last two. Right, and the last game, obviously, it's the mighty Tottenham versus West Spam United.
Guys, come on. If you still want me to be friends with you, you better make the right choice with your prediction here. Don't upset me, guys. Don't hurt me like this. Yeah. What I'll tell you mine in a moment. But I have all mine here in a photograph.
Oh my god! You sent me the way you sent me your one. Oh my god!
You loved it?
I know. I'm just looking at it now. It's just my eyes are loving it. It's as if I'm tripping.
Yeah. Lee Smithy Smith's got it in here. What's the point? Says real quick. Matters just did an interview and there was nothing wrong with his ankle. His last match he walked off with no problem, so now he's injured for 3 months. Yeah, it's weird. Definitely weird. Lee Smithy Smith saying Tottenham 2, West Ham 1.
I'm plugging your results in now. So yeah,
yeah, those in, guys. No, you were all good.
0-3.
I'm gonna postulate about this Madison thing. Yeah, I still can't. I have no idea, except that we do know that he was playing on like a slight injury, right? But you said nothing wrong, so that indicates that he wasn't playing on a slight injury. I thought he was, but yeah, interesting and interesting. What do you guys think happened? Do you think that he had like a slight?
Right, so I've now caught up with your ones.
Sweet.
Am I missing
I'm in the
anyone
book.
else?
So we've got quite a few for this final match here. Lee Smithy Smith says 2-1 to Spurs.
Please, just don't be too quick for me, and I'll be all right.
You got it, boss. You got it.
Right. So I've now caught up. So yeah, please tell me.
Okay. So Lee Smithy Smith, Tottenham 2, West Ham 1.
Yeah.
Rakesh, he's got 3-1. Sorry, yeah, Tottenham 3, West Ham 1.
Yeah.
Which is same as what's the point? Tottenham 3, West Ham 1.
What's the point is up here. Yeah.
Daniel E, Spurs 3, West Ham 2. And then we've got Sheree.
I'll put Sheree. I saw hers come through. So the only person I'm missing here at the moment will be Ben. And Ben will message me on WhatsApp and give it to me on WhatsApp. So only people that we've got, there's quite a few have entered this week, but we've still got some people that haven't returned and made their entries. But if they were to appear once more, we will say, if people are going to be watching this back, you can leave your scores at the end of the video. Leave your scores there, and we'll plug them all in.
Yes.
For you. Or if you're part of WhatsApp or you're part of Twitter, and you can get us both on Twitter on either of our handles, you can send us your results there as well. By hook or by crook, we can be contacted and we can get your results in.
It's really not so hard. But everybody, hey, I put this in my comments here. Please sub over to El Tel Cockerel. It is the other channel that we are kind of dual.
Is he still there? Is he gone?
It's doing that thing again. But everybody, head on over to El Tel Cockerel's channel and make sure that you sub to both channels. We're dual streaming on both Talking Ball and El Tel Cockerel. So just spread the love. Make sure that you visited both, you've liked both, subbed to both. We would appreciate that so much.
Yeah, that would help us immensely, everybody. Thank you very much.
Yep. And then yeah, we got through. We've gotten through the predictions, which is good. We're all caught up with those. Let's see if I can turn the camera on. It'll glitch out.
Whilst I'm still here.
So yeah, are any matches that you're watching today, Jose, or looking forward to watching?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
Right.
Yeah.
If anyone comes into the chat, Colin, that I know that has either not partaken or has taken in the past and wants to enter, right, I can put them down. Nick, do you want to enter, Nick Brown? Because if you want to enter, I can get your results in, because you're saying 3-1. I'm presuming, Nick, that you're saying 3-1. Right, we've got Mia.
Oh, and yeah, Mia, of course, will be on with you guys later. So we need to properly.
Right,
we need to
Nick.
properly.
Nick, are you wanting to play? Because if you are, I think 3-1. You're referring to Tottenham. Do you want to put your results in for all the other ones as well? And if you do, then we'll repeat the games for you.
We got lots of love in the chat.
Lots of love going in the chat. So Nick's now loving Bobby. Mia, how can we forget? We're going to tell people where we're going to be later. I'm looking forward to. I'm going to have a shower and all sorts.
Oh, nice. There you go.
I might even have a shave. Make an appearance with a shave.
I probably won't have a shave because I'm actually utilizing this. It's actually nice in the cold to have this. It retains face heat, blocks some wind. I got a nice thick beard. It really helps in the cold. So I can't get rid of it. Me saying it'll be good to have us on. It'll be good to be there. We can't wait. Like we were saying, we're truly excited. Yeah, my internet's gone to lately. Don't really know how that happened or why that happened, but I'm sure everybody can relate. Internet's shit, right?
So Colin's going to type up the 2 channels now, because we will be on Just a Girl Who Loves Spurs and Spurs Between the Lines tonight, 8:00. So we're on in 3 hours with them. We're guesting over there, and it's Taderi's debate. So we'll put the links in now for both of them channels. And if you can tune in 3 hours time, people, if you've got spare time, then please tune into these lovely ladies' channels. So, and it'll be Kate and Ellie and Mia with us tonight. So Nick, what's 0-3 for? Because you've put down 3-1 and 0-3, and I need to understand what they're both for. I'll put you in the competition, but you need to tell me what the 2 results refer to.
It might even be easier to just throw them all up here, Nick, if possible. You know what I mean? Just to get them all, but and get those in however you like. We'll get you hooked up. Wayne Bonner though says, "Has anyone seen Holland? Apparently, he forgot to turn up for the Spurs game again."
Right, the Spurs Between the Lines. You haven't copied and pasted it from the channel because Mia has a 1 at the end, like you.
Well, that'll be changed. Everybody, let me get the correct one here. I'm just gonna look it up. Try not to guess.
Nick.
Oops.
Nick. I appreciate what you're doing, but who's the 1-0 for, Nick? Who's the 3-1 for, and who's the 0-3? I can't. Oh, 3-1 to Wolves, is that it? And 0-3 to Arsenal, and 1-1 with Brighton.
Gotcha. Started from the beginning. That makes sense.
Okay, I think he's probably done that.
Boom.
What's he done? He's done 3-1.
There you go, everybody. So the link that we need you to go to tonight, this will be also a dual stream, similar to Jose and I's dual stream. It'll be on this channel right here, youtube.com/@JustAGirlWhoLovesSpurs, and also youtube.com/@Spurs Between the Lines 1. And that is where you're going to want to go tonight. Ben Kaufman had my back. He was already on it. Ben, appreciate you, buddy. Yes, so everybody, it's going to be a good show tonight. To Dares to Debate is the name of the show. I'm not 100% sure what we're debating, but I'm coming ready to debate anything with anybody. And I'll even debate points that I don't believe. I'm just ready to start trouble.
Nick Brown, Crystal Palace, Bournemouth, carry on. That's what you're saying. Go on.
Oh, I was just going to say, are you ready to debate tonight? Are you excited?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, we kept quite a bit back. Oh, or I did anyway. I kept quite a bit back yesterday, just in case. I didn't want to give too much away because I knew we were going on tonight, and I don't want to rehash and regurgitate things. So I try to keep as much as I possibly could back yesterday, and I think I've done more or less that today as well. So
keep it close to the vest. I like it. Yeah. I'm excited to hopefully see fiery Jose. I think that's been so. I looked at our videos.
So Fulham versus Nottingham Forest, please, Nick. Go on in.
So I was going to say, I looked at our videos, and the one where you were really mad after a game, we had the most views on that one that we've had in a while. So I think the world likes fiery Jose, and I think we need to see more of him. So if he comes out tonight for the to dare us to debate, that would be wonderful. We need that fieriness that you've
Where
got inside you.
Colin will be in the presence of royalty and greatness, and they're females. So what do you want me to do? I'm not going to be shouting off the rooftops tonight, I don't think.
Yeah, probably not. Probably not.
Yeah, look at top space. Mia will be gentle with them.
Oh shit! Yeah, it might be rough. We might be in for a lot worse than we think. But again, just wanted to say to each and every person watching, thank you so much. Just make sure you've hit that like on both channels if you could, and if you're subbed to whatever makes you happy. Do whatever makes you happy. But I just hope that if you're hanging out here, you're enjoying it at least. You're not hating being here. So maybe just click the like. That'd be sweet. And yeah. So Jose, I think
Wolves 2-1.
you've got some more. You've got some more scores to get. He does say Wolves 2-1 here.
Wolves 2-1, but he gave me 3-1 for Wolves Burnley.
Nick.
Right.
All right.
I don't know what he's done here. Hold on, Nick. What I'm going to do for you, Nick. Right, carry on talking, Colin. I'm just going to do something for you.
Yeah. Making him a template.
Yeah, I'm going to send something across so you can see him, and you can just add his scores to it. Yeah, okay. Carry on talking. I'm fine. Carry on talking.
Well, I don't really. So the one thing I do want to talk about is just it's not so much something I want to say, but it's something I want you to hear. And so I'll just go ahead and get this. And we haven't had it for a while.
My team has got James Maddison. James Maddison is what we need. Whoa, thank God we got James Maddison. This kid plays ball like you would never believe. Whoa.
Damn, that's a good song. Just wanted everybody to hear that. And soon he'll be back. I mean, 7 weeks. Was that 7? So anyone in the chat, if you're more aware than I am, and I guess I could Google it. I'm sitting at a Google box, but what have you guys heard about Maddison's injury that I haven't? Somebody said February. That kind of sucks. So yeah, has this been in like a recent interview? I'm not well versed. James, one day ago, Talksport. Oh, well, I have something from 3 hours ago from Spurs Web, which I know isn't super reliable, but anyway, James Maddison over the past 2 matches. Okay, blah blah blah. Maddison admits injury is healing slowly. He remarked that he is quite restless to get back on the pitch, but admitted that he has no choice but to be patient with his rehabilitation. It's healing well. It's a bit of a slow burner, which obviously is frustrating because, like you said, I started the season so well, but it's healing slowly but surely. It's probably the longest one I've had. If it's, say, 3 months, I've never really gone past that. It's frustrating. You know what it's like being injured. Every day is tough, especially at Spurs. The training ground has got big windows, so the physio room is just looking perfectly out of the training pitch, watching all the lads train and prepare for all the games at the minute. You have this helpless feeling, but it's recovering well. It's one of them. It's going to take a bit of time. You just got to accept it and then crack on with the rehab. Dang, that really stinks. It must be worse than we thought. And like, who was it? What's the point? Was saying you might have to put your tinfoil hat on, get into conspiracy theories. I'm down to hear them. I mean, I like a good conspiracy theory. Does anyone know what for sure happened to him? Some kind of an ankle ligament injury problem? Yeah, let us know. And I'm just interested because to me it didn't really look like anything that bad had happened to him. But I do know that he had been having his minutes managed up until that point. He'd come off almost every single match. And so yeah, it truly sucks. I just can't believe that Kulu has stepped up in the way that he has. I've said it since he first came to the team. He has a Kane-ness about him, and it's just the way that he holds people off the ball, the way he jockeys, the way he can get past people that are faster than him and hold them off the ball and dribble past and then play a nice pass out. And by the way, God, speaking of playing like Kane, that pass that Sonny made, And who was the runner? Jose, you'll have to remember this. It was a pass Sonny made. It was around the halfway line. He turned and passed to a player running on. I guess it was probably Brennan Johnson because it was coming up that right side. But it was the most. It reminded me so much of a Son to Kane pass from seasons before, or a Kane to Son pass. I mean, Sonny took Kane's role of the playmaker there and played this sweet. Do you remember? It went from left to right, and Sonny kind of unlocked their defense with an awesome pass into Brennan. It was awesome. Anybody in the chat, if you remember that, it's beautiful. It was totally beautiful. But yeah, Giovanni Lo Celso will get that much needed run of games. You're right there, Chris Peters. 100% agree. We'll hope that he can keep this up. Jacob from United Spurs of America, another great channel. If you don't check that one out, you really should. Jacob was saying, that he gives Gio a lot of shit, and a couple more of these matches, and he'll have to start apologizing to him. And yeah, I think this is the level we're going to see from Lo Celso. I don't think he's going to regress, at least not much. He's shown that he can play at this level, before for other teams. So I think this is the new and improved Gio. What do you guys think? Do you think that he's going to regress? Do you think it'll be somewhere, between the kind of shit play we've had from him before and like the 1 goal a game, high class football we've been treated to lately? He's always had a nice shot on him. He got quite a few goals for Batiste, I think, the season before he came to us. I want to say it was something like 15 in the league, something crazy like that. So if you could replicate any type of form like that, with Kane gone, we always knew we were going to see players sharing the load, scoring goals. We knew that was going to be shared amongst the players. And if Gio can chip in 10, that's wonderful. That's phenomenal. And Chris Peters, my man, Chris Peters, I said earlier, if he wants to be in the window, he needs to show his worth. Yeah, for sure. And if he wants to stay at Spurs, he needs to. Nick Brown getting those scores in. Nick, it's good to have you on the Predictions League, my friend. Good to have you here too, just watching the show. Got 14 people in the house. And just wanted to say
you might need to text Jacob, right? Because he hasn't done it, and text Leo as well, because them two I haven't got it from. But I'm just going to put in Dave the Irish Hotspur. He's just sent me his through, so I'm going to put his through now as well.
Nice. All right. So Leo, I don't know if I have Leo's number, but I definitely have Jacob.
He's got to be. He's in the Talk and Ball chat because he put him in last week.
Gotcha. Leo, get your scores in, bud. Leo is from Mile High Hotspur, another wonderful Spurs channel. If you're subscribed to this one, you're probably subscribed to that one. But if not, definitely make sure that you do that as well. Some other great American Spurs content. He's from snowy Colorado. Hangs out in the Denver area. Everybody go check Leo out. Good stuff. He does some really good match day vlogs and stuff.
It's difficult with Denver being in Colorado.
hey, you always gotta rasp my berries a bit. Chris Peters is asking if you missed one a few weeks ago. Predictions. I think you might have.
You missed one.
Might have, Chris Peters. Yep. We've got Beer Talk in the house. What is up, my guy? Hope everything is going okay. Hope the world is being nice to you. Hope you're
Beer Talk. If you go back up, Beer Talk, because I haven't got your predictions, Beer Talk. So if you go back up, you'll be able to enter. You'll be able to enter your predictions, Beer Talk. If you go back and have a look, some of the games I've put up on the chat. Unless Beer Talk, the only other thing is, unless when we finish this video or this video, you can put it in the comments. But we are playing. It kicks off in 2 hours. So if I haven't got it, I can't put them in.
Right. Yeah, Beer Talk. You could either way, whatever's best for you, man. Get them in. Make sure you get them in.
Yeah, Beer Talk. There's matches. The new matches start tonight. There's 2 games tonight. There's 6 games tomorrow, and there's 2 on Thursday. So week 15 starts in 2 hours' time. So
Yep. So make
yeah,
sure
if
you
you
get
could,
those
Beer
in,
Talk.
brother.
Beer Talk, if you're listening to me, the first game is Wolves Burnley. Carry on, Colin.
Awesome. I was just gonna say hey to Beer Talk and say that I hope life is treating you well. I know that things aren't awesome right now, but I hope that they are getting better, brother. Good to have you here joining us today. I'm still jazzed off that that Kulu header from yesterday. That still kind of powered me through from yesterday. God, from 2 days ago. That really powered me through my Monday, though. I could power through my Monday just like Kulu, just put his head, shoulder through that ball. I honestly think it was the fact that he headed it off his own shoulder that kind of helped him beat the goalkeeper. But regardless, who cares, right? It was awesome. But yeah.
No, Bobby K, I'm not leading. I am in third, Bobby K. I'm now in third. There's 2 people ahead of me, Bobby. So
Yeah, I'll throw that up there. Hold on 1 second.
right, so Beer Talk. The first game is Wolves versus Burnley, Beer Talk, if you want it now. Oh, okay, fair enough, Beer Talk. I've got your message. Yeah. So there's the latest table. The latest table shows I'm not there.
Yeah. In first place, we've got Chris, Meta Football TV. Second place, Chris Peters. Third, Jose. Fourth, Tot Spurs. Fifth, Ellie. Sixth, Bobby K. Seventh, Kate. 8, Dry Roast Peanut. 9th is Nita R. 10th, myself, Colin. 11th, Beer Talk. Look at that. We're hanging out right together, Beer Talk. Next is Jim. Then we've got Wayne Bonner, followed by my mom, Julie. And then we've got Josh from Speaking Spurs, Adrian Strokas there, Jacob, followed by Lee Smithy Smith, Brian Daigle, Ian Meth, Sheree, John Fitz, Dave from the Irish Hotspur, Rakesh, Alex Hilton, Carl Simpson, Soji, Boris Britt, Mile High Hotspur, and Tom Markinen. And yeah, guys, there might be one more there. Let me see. Yes, there is.
You haven't got me on a short road because I'm no longer top, mate.
Then we've got who's news and what's the point there too. And guys, just because if you're low on the table, that doesn't mean anything. We've got plenty of time. All you need to do is have one really good week, and you can just kind of shoot right up that table. So who knows? Who knows where we're gonna end up?
Alex Hilton picked up 7 points and only played last week, and you got someone like John Fitz who has only ever put 1 prediction in, and then did the whole week last week. And John Fitz is already shot up to 9 points. It shows you quite how quickly you can catch up on this. So yeah, you can catch people up. 1 good week. I mean, last week is unbelievable because you had, I think, Chris Meta Football got 3 predictions right or something along the lines, and is that last week's?
Yeah. It is.
So Chris Meta Football's got 3 correct, so 3 greens, and he got 4 oranges. And Chris Peters ended up with the same, or near enough. No, Chris Peters got 4 greens and 2 oranges. So at the end of the day, it can be done. So
absolutely, yeah. You never know. Just make sure that you're doing a good job getting good predictions in there, and you never know. You never know.
Right. So sorry, Beer Talk. Brighton, Brentford. Carry on, Colin. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Well, I was just saying. So you never really know. We've been going for about an hour and 15, which is a little bit longer than initially planned. We're getting those scores in. Anybody in the comments, if you have any questions that you would like to ask the panel, which I guess is Jose and myself, now we would definitely take them. So first match today, though. Whoa, bubble in my throat. But the first match today, Wolves Burnley. I think that's gonna be a fun one. I think that's gonna be a fun match. I'll
walk you through the predictions at the moment if you want, because Wolves Burnley is only a couple of hours away. So at the moment, we've got Jose 2-0, Colin 2-1, Chris Meta 3-1, Tot Spurs 2-1, Bobby K 1-2, Dry Roasted Peanut 1-1, Josh Speaking Spurs has gone 2-0, Adrian has gone 3-1, Beer Talk has gone 3-2, Ellie has gone for a Desmond, Kate has gone for 1-0. Julie S has gone 2-1. Jim 2-1. Nita R's gone 2-1. Chris Peters has gone Desmond. Soji has gone 3-1. Sheree 3-1. What's the point? 2-1. Rakesh 1-0. Dave the Irish Hotspur has gone 2-0. Lee Smithy Smith and Wayne B have both gone 2-1. Ben's gone 2-0. Danny's gone 2-1. Nick Brown has gone 2-1.
Boom.
And then Luton versus Arsenal's being played tonight. So for that we've got Jose. I've gone 2-1. Colin's gone 1-1. Chris Metafootball's gone 1-3. Top Spurs has gone 1-3. Bobby K 1-2. Dry Roasted 1-2. Josh 1-3. Adrian Desmond. Beer Talk Desmond. Ellie 0-2. Kate 1-2. Julie 0-3. Jim 1-3. Nita 2-4. Chris Peters 1-2. Soji 2-3. Sheree has gone 0-0. What's the point? Has gone 1-4. Rakesh has gone 2-1. Dave the Irish Hotspur has gone 0-0. Lee Smithy's gone 1-3. Wayne Bonner 0-3. Ben 0-4. Danny 0-3. Nick B 1-3. The only way I make any points in this is if Luton can beat them because I've gone for the home win. Because everyone else has either gone for a draw or a away victory. I think I'm the only one who's put my neck on for a home win.
Come on, Luton.
Oh, no, Rakesh. Rakesh has gone for exactly the same score as me.
Look at this. Beer talk coming in hot with lots of them here. Yeah.
Who's next? Toolboard? Yeah.
Chris Peters, though, says, or Bobby K is talking to Chris Peters about the weather in Canada. Man, it's getting cold here in Indiana. I can't imagine how Canada must be, to be honest. But winter tire. Oh, you got the winter tires on, man. Have they salted the road yet? That's always a good thing. Good for your car. You gotta love it. Gotta love living in the. Well, I live in the Midwest. We get quite a bit of snow, but you gotta love living up north. Again, I also wanted to say to everybody, I'm on my work laptop right now, and I can see messages from people at work, and it's not a great day to be at work today. So I'm really glad that I'm off. It's a wonderful day to be off work, hanging out with you guys. Again, Jose and I, if you missed it earlier, are taking part in a wonderful show called To Dare Is to Debate on Kate and Ellie's channel, Just a Girl Who Loves Spurs. Jim's there too on the channel. And we're also going to be dual streaming. It'll be also on Mia's channel, Another Girl Who Loves Spurs. Her channel is youtube.com/@SpursBetweenTheLines1. And then the other channel is youtube.com/@JustAGirlWhoLovesSpurs.
Help me out here, Cole. Right, so Beer Talk has gone 4-1 to Brighton, yeah?
Yep.
2-2 Palace Bournemouth.
Yep. And then
2-1 to Forest.
Yep.
Is that right? 2-1 Forest. Okay, so that's 1-2. Okay, so that's what I've got wrong. So it's 1-2. Right, and then 0-3 to 3-0 to Liverpool. Okay. And then it's 3-1 to City.
Yeah. Then 1-1 Man U and Chelsea.
Yeah.
3-1 to Tottenham.
So wait, what's the reason you're at home?
Yeah.
And then 2-2 to Everton and Newcastle.
That's what I was being thrown. Okay, sorry. Right, I've got them all plugged in. So the only person I'm missing is Jim has failed to give me one score, which I messaged him back on. And with Ben, or he's probably done it. Yeah, Ben's done it. So I've got Ben's final 2 scores. So Ben's in. So the only person I'm missing is one score from Jim, which I messaged him back on.
Awesome, blossom. We got everybody in today. Jose and I were talking before the show. We were like, we are missing so many predictions. Made it a little short yesterday. I think some of you guys probably saw that. Thank you, everybody, though, for getting back to us, getting those scores and helping keep this game competitive. But yeah, if we've got everything in, Jose, I'm about good to wrap. I need to go and get showered and clean and ready for the big our big guest appearance today. Have you gotten everybody that's in here? Have you gotten everybody's scores from everybody in here?
I'm just trying to see whether we've got Marhai's in there. I don't know whether it's Jacob in there. Did you put Jacob into the chat? No. Yes. No. Okay, that's probably.
I messaged him directly. He's been putting. Yeah. So I messaged Jacob directly.
She said to me, Ruby doesn't like him and she lies on him.
Yep. So.
Which I said, I remember that time.
Wonderful.
Sleep on Ruby. He stayed there, he fell asleep as well.
So yeah, we've got everybody then. So who's a cute blonde lady today? Who's that? A cute blonde lady today?
Ellie?
Or is he talking about Donna Cullen?
Oh, it probably is Donna Cullen. Yeah, I don't know where she is. She didn't show up today, Bobby, but hopefully she comes back soon. I didn't get to talk to her about getting me in touch with Daniel. So, but we'll get on that again soon. If ever anybody missed it, Donna Cullen was on the show yesterday, in the chat at least. It was really nice to have her, and I'm glad she had time in her day to come hang out with us, the voice of the people. So everybody, yeah. You got anything that you think we missed today, Jose, or that we need to add?
No. What I will say is we've had a few people in there today, so thank you very much for all coming in. It'd be good if you can hit the like buttons. If you're still with us, just hit the like buttons on the stream. Thank you very much. Top Spurs just said it as I said it. Good luck to everybody in the predictions. But just to repeat again, we are live again in 2.5 hours' time. Colin and I have been invited on to Just a Girl Who Loves Spurs with Kate and Ellie, and they're dual streaming with Mia on Spurs Between the Lines, and it's a show that they call Sedaris to Debate, and they've invited Jose and Colin from Talking Ball, so we'll be on there in 2.5 hours' time. So yeah, if possible, if you haven't already subscribed to their channel, come over and give it a view. I'm sure we're kind of we all know each other, so come and give it a view and watch what the ladies have got in store for us, because we don't know. So, but yeah, again, thank you everyone for supporting us, for coming on and supporting us. You're the ones that make the channel. You're the ones that make us do it, and we continue because of you guys. Again, great content. You always give us comments and that, and it's great to read your comments and know your thoughts. I feel like we're getting to know you bit by bit more each time we do a stream, which is great. So it's nice to have a little family over here. But yeah, so keep subscribing, keep liking, keep the notification bell on, keep coming to watch us, watch others as well. So you've got people on here. You've got Ben Kaufman, you've got Bobby K, who's here as well. And a load of others. You've got other people that come on here as well that have got their own channels. You've got people on Twitter like Adrian Schroker. So
yes,
you know,
Jacob
from
United Spurs of America.
You've got Jacob from United Spurs of America. You've got Ellie, and so yeah, just support everyone in the community. Everyone in the community deserves it. They all work really, really hard to provide for their channels. So support everybody. It's what we would like. So yeah, not just us, support everybody. So yeah, again, thank you very much, everyone. And for those that can make it, we'll see you in 2.5 hours' time on the other channels tonight. And other than that, we'll probably see you tomorrow at 4 o'clock.
You know it. You got it. Jose, you killed it. You did a great job with the outro there. Oh my God, Choki.
We've still got a song to come.
All right. Is everybody ready? Ready?
Thank you, everyone. Take care. See you in 2.5 hours' time. You can come over and watch.
See everybody. Thank you. And we'll play you out with everybody's favorite.
My team has got James Madison. James Madison is what we need. Whoa, thank God we got James Madison. This kid plays ball like you would never believe. Whoa.